Cyberpunk worlds are expanding, with new games set in neon cities, ruled by technology and powerful corporations. Games planned for 2026 explore futuristic combat, hacking, and life inside dystopian megacities. Let's get into it.
Law is an illusion. In the system, there are no cops.
Defect is a first-person tactical shooter set in the last city controlled by an AI known as the System. Players join different factions such as police units, rogue officers, or street gangs competing for control. Gameplay uses squad-based combat with single-player, co-op missions, and a 4-team squad mode built around changing objectives like smuggling weapons or eliminating targets. Combat uses advanced gear, destructible environments for tactical movement, and a consciousness transfer system that allows teammates to revive during combat.
Please help!
What did they promise you? Freedom, family. The system knows you're one of us.
Up your down! Frosty with strong prejudice. Consciousness transfer approved. No! Multiple gang units converging on your position. Light the drive and reboot the block.
What did they promise you? Freedom, family. The system knows you're one of us.
Port Desire. A city that don't belong to anyone, but everyone.
No Law is a first-person cyberpunk action RPG set in Port Desire, a lawless port city filled with crime and competing interests. Players control Gray Harker, a former soldier trying to live quietly after serious injuries until trouble forces him back into conflict. Missions allow different approaches, including stealth tactics or direct gunfights, while using military upgrades and gadgets. Player decisions affect how situations unfold and can lead to different paths and outcomes across repeated playthroughs.
But desire is a fickle mistress. The city won't let me go. It won't forget my name. I asked for nothing, and they still came and took everything. The mayors and anyone that stands in my way, every last one of them. They're gonna learn something real simple.
Supreme Experiment is a first-person action-adventure where a volunteer descends from towering human cities into a surface abandoned for a century. Intelligent machines that once maintained the planet now form their own society, and the mission is to investigate why the resource supply to the towers stopped. Gameplay involves combat against hostile machines, hacking terminals, and reading logs to uncover information, while a neural implant unlocks a strange parallel dimension connected through cryptic QR codes.
A new species, trying to survive, fighting for scraps, searching for truth. An abandoned, poisoned wasteland, crawling with creatures beyond imagination. Down here, humans don't belong. For those who left the city, it's a one-way ticket. But they go reason. This evolution of the machines was not random. There's something vast behind it. And it's coming for everyone, not just the machines. The people in the cities don't know it yet, but soon they will.
A cultivated shell. Transplanted memories.
Project DNA is an action MMORPG set on a ruined Earth after an asteroid impact devastates civilization. Survivors in underground bunkers develop biotechnology that allows humans to transfer memories between cultivated bodies, creating immortal warriors with supernatural abilities. Players control these enhanced humans while fighting mutant creatures and massive bosses using fast-paced combat that requires attacking, dodging, and blocking. The game also includes an evolution system using genetic algorithms that change how each character grows and adapts. Resonant Q is a third-person cosmic horror action game where 1 to 3 players operate as elite fighters called Volts on a damaged orbital ring above Earth. Missions involve entering dangerous sectors to hunt anomalies, fight biomechanical creatures, and recover technology before extracting. A single energy resource powers weapons, abilities, scanning tools, doors, and life support, forcing constant trade-offs. Loot collected during runs is returned to a base where players craft gear, repair equipment, and upgrade suits.
Risk traded for salvage in fragments of volatile energy.
My suit energy's almost out. I don't know if we can make it home.
That energy powers each run, but it was never ours to control. Nothing here obeys intent. It responds to pressure, presence, resonance.
Another mindfuck place. Shit.
Some anomalies only react. Others are waiting for company. Survival isn't winning. Survival is leaving on time.
Are we still on the ring?
Graft is a survival horror RPG set on the Ark, a massive space station that has fallen into decay. Players search for a way to escape while navigating dangerous areas filled with hostile experiments, monsters, and remnants of advanced technology. Combat and progression revolve around a grafting system that lets players attach biological parts taken from defeated enemies to gain new abilities. Each graft also carries fragments of memory and identity, influencing character development and interactions with survivors. Carbon is an isometric action RPG set in a dystopian future where humanity lives in massive orbital cities after Earth becomes hostile. Players develop a character using augmentations and progress through 18 specializations connected to a passive skill tree. Gameplay involves hack-and-slash combat against enemies while collecting loot and building abilities through more than 100 skills. Players also choose between technology-based cyberware systems or biological geneware upgrades, which create different combat styles and character builds. Dreadcore Locked Unit is a first-person psychological horror game set inside a mysterious storage facility where technology and reality intertwine. Players investigate the location while uncovering the story of Unit 199, a consciousness that still lingers within the system. Progress relies on searching rooms, reading logs, and interacting with devices to solve puzzles involving power systems and security controls. Environmental clues, distorted voices, and digital anomalies reveal fragments of the facility's past.
In here, you'll never be alone.
Don't be afraid. You'll be mine. Look around for this. Eternal. You'll never fade. Don't be afraid.
Control Resonant is an action-adventure RPG set in a distorted Manhattan where a cosmic force alters reality and unleashes paranatural threats across the city. Players control Dylan Faden as he uses supernatural abilities and a shape-shifting weapon called the Aberrant to fight hostile entities such as the Hiss and the Mold. Gameplay combines melee combat, elemental powers, and environmental interaction, while gravity anomalies and shifting spaces create puzzles and combat situations throughout the city.
And I'm the creative director of Control Resonant, the game-changing sequel to Control. What you are seeing here is an early mission captured from our in-development build. We play as Dylan Faden, our supernaturally gifted hero, in a version of Manhattan like you haven't seen before. We recently acquired Shift, an ability that empowers Dylan to seamlessly move through gravity anomalies and adapt to the world around him. Here we are showcasing a set of different forms of Dylan's main weapon, the Aberrant, can take, and his supernatural abilities. There are a lot of different ones you can discover to suit your playstyle. While in combat, we encourage you to play aggressively, balancing between melee attacks and abilities.
Any updates for me?
Kind of. You'll know it when you hear it. Just try to stay alive out there, okay?
Almost there, Zoe. What the hell is that thing? think I hear something. I know where the Resonant is, Zoe. I'll call you back.
Resonants are the dominant threat in what's our most ambitious game to date. And we can't wait to share it with you later in 2026.
ReBlade the Death Spiral is an action RPG set in a cyberpunk setting inspired by Chinese mythology, where players control a condemned synthetic trapped in repeating resets. Gameplay revolves around close combat that requires timing attacks, defending, and reading enemy behavior while fighting mechanical creatures. Each run allows players to combine different weapons, chips, and augments to create new builds. Resources collected during runs unlock upgrades and reveal information about the cycle and the city. Tremen is a first-person shooter set in a brutalist dystopian environment where humanity is enslaved by mutant overlords. Players control an avatar slave sent into combat to eliminate these creatures across a series of violent encounters. Gameplay uses fast movement and classic shooter mechanics while fighting different enemy types such as mutated animals and heavily armed mutants. Players progress through multiple levels using a range of upgradable weapons including laser guns and shock rifles.
Hey Screamers, are you ready to race, fight, and survive? The challenge?
Screamer is an arcade racing game where drivers compete in a futuristic tournament using vehicles equipped with combat technology. Each racer belongs to a different team and uses a car with unique abilities that affect how races play out. Gameplay combines high-speed driving with fighting mechanics through a system called Echo, which allows players to switch between boost, strike, and shield actions. Different modes include team races and competitive events, where attacking rivals can influence the outcome.
Fight is designed to move the action forward, and you're a part of it. But the tournament is just the beginning. Are you ready to take on multiple challenges, each designed to test your control, your focus, and your nerves? There's not just one way to master these modes, because in Screamer, every character plays differently. Each car handles in a unique way and features a dedicated special ability. Experiment to find the Screamer that best suits your style. And once you have found your favorite characters, put their synergy to the test in team races. Choose your leader and up to 2 members. As a team, you will compete in high-stakes matches where both positions and KOs score points. That's the core competitive mode, built on cooperation and tactics. And when you're ready for the real challenge, go online for the ranked team races, where the pressure rises and only the best survive. Speaking of survival, try Score Challenge, inspired by classic arcade modes. It's a run-based test of audacity and driving instinct. Pick your run format, short, medium, or long, to set the number of events you'll face and how far you'll have to push your skills. Choose your starting difficulty to boost your score multiplier. Then survive through races, special challenges, and maybe even something you didn't see coming. Climb the leaderboard and claim your place in the score challenge mode. Complete freedom is your kind of challenge? Race mode is where you take full control. Pick your track, set your rules, and tweak every detail. If precision and danger are your thing, Overdrive Challenge puts you straight into the fire.
Like a shooting star!
Overdrive always on from the start, and a single rule: don't die. Your speed grows, pressure increases, and every mistake is fatal. Last longer, score higher, and prove you can survive your vehicle. For those obsessed with perfect driving, Screamer brings back the old school challenges. Master the perfect racing lines in a true throwback to the golden age of arcade racing. Keep the spirit of pure speed alive as you chase your best time over 3 intense laps in Time Attack. Then fight the clock in checkpoint mode, where every second counts and every checkpoint means survival. Think racing solo is wild? Try it with real opponents. From global matchups to couch play, multiplayer cranks everything up. Whether you race online or side by side, Screamer lets you play your way. From custom lobbies to fast-paced playlists to offline split-screen mayhem with up to 4 players in the same room. 3 friends, 1 setup, 0 mercy. It's time to prove you belong on these streets. Choose your mode, pick your team, take on every challenge, and unlock every item and customization available. Are you ready? Race, fight, and survive.
Den of Wolves is a cooperative first-person shooter where players act as criminals for hire operating in Midway City, a corporate zone controlled by competing companies. Missions revolve around planning and executing heists, such as sabotage, data theft, and assassinations. Teams gather equipment, study security systems, and choose how to approach each operation before entering the target location. DarkSwarm is a top-down tactical shooter where players operate as elite mercenaries sent into infested colonies to eliminate an alien threat. Missions take place in procedurally generated levels with semi-destructible environments that change how each operation unfolds. Teams use weapons, gadgets, and class abilities while coordinating tactics such as hacking, stealth, and direct combat. Operations involve defeating large alien swarms, completing objectives, collecting resources, and escaping the mission area together. Sprawl Zero is a first-person shooter set in a cyberpunk city controlled by military forces and cult factions. Players control a cybernetically enhanced soldier tasked with eliminating a radical leader while fighting organized enemy squads across dense urban environments. Combat uses fast movement, bullet-time aiming, and gravity-based tools such as gravity gloves and a gravity shield that can catch and return gunfire. Missions also include large weapon variety and multiple routes through handcrafted levels.
This is Joy, your community outreach liaison.
Marathon is a PvPvE extraction shooter where players control bio-cybernetic runners sent to scavenge a lost colony on Tau Ceti 4. Players enter hostile zones alone or with small crews to search for valuable equipment while facing rival players, security forces, and environmental dangers. Weapons, implants, and runner shells allow different combat builds. Successful runs require extracting with collected loot, which can later upgrade gear and improve preparation for future missions.
Peace is upon you, and I am here to walk with you into its embrace.
Mayday! 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 This is General Dan Agreed of the new Cascadia colony on Tau Ceti 4. Whoever's listening, whatever's out there, we need anything. Weapons, supplies, a way out, a way back. Mayday, mayday. This is Dan Agreed. Tau Ceti. I feel like I'm praying. We've had to do things to survive. Things I never would have. We're monsters. We're all monsters.
Embrace. Embrace. One step. Embrace. Embrace. One step. Embrace.
Neo Berlin 2087 is an action RPG that combines first-person and third-person gameplay in a futuristic version of Berlin, divided between powerful elites and struggling districts. Players control Detective Nolan while investigating the murder of the city's police chief and searching for his missing daughter. Gameplay includes combat, stealth, and investigation mechanics such as analyzing behavior and hacking into suspects' minds to access memories. Missions also extend beyond the city into dangerous wastelands filled with hostile machines and factions.
Feels real. Neo Berlin. What do I really know about it? She's like you. She needs your help.
I followed every thread, reconstructed memories. None of it fits.
You think you're solving the case. This is so much bigger. What if the case is you?
The world only works with order. Without order, chaos breaks out. It's out of balance and we must restore it. Do you understand that, Nolan?
Yes.
Nolan, what have you done?
ExeKiller is a first-person action-adventure shooter set in an alternate timeline where Earth has become a vast desert after a global catastrophe. Players control Denzel Phoenix, a bounty hunter working for a powerful corporation while navigating conflicts between multiple factions. Gameplay takes place across semi-open regions connected to a central hub and uses vehicles for travel. Missions allow different approaches, including combat, stealth, dialogue, and hacking, with decisions affecting character reactions and story outcomes.
A corporate bounty hunter.
ExeKillers hunt down fugitives and reclaim souls from those who try to escape the system.
One of the game's main hubs is the Tower, a massive fortress city ruled by the Hellion Corporation. This is where you accept contracts, upgrade your gear, and prepare for missions.
Job well done, contract fulfilled.
The game is structured in chapters, and almost everyone begins and ends in the tower.
Outside the tower lies a harsh, scorched desert. You travel through it in a heavily modified car, designed to protect you from extreme conditions, such as heat and radiation. Inside the vehicle, you have access to your computer, storage, and a working radio.
From your...
Survival is a core part of the experience.
Inventory space is limited, and every item matters, forcing players to make careful decisions about what to carry and what to leave behind.
Hellion's high-tech systems allow you to hack devices, pick locks, and access restricted areas.
Your cybernetic implants help you uncover hidden elements and investigate the environment. Missions and level design are fully non-linear. There's no single way to complete a contract. Stealth, dialogue, and combat are all valid approaches, and can be freely combined.
In ExeKiller, every decision matters.
What's it gonna be? Plata or muerte?
Exoborne is a tactical extraction shooter set in a devastated landscape where violent natural disasters constantly change the battlefield. Players enter large regions to search for resources while confronting rival factions and other players. Characters use customizable exo-rigs that provide abilities and equipment for combat and mobility. Weather systems such as tornadoes, storms, and lightning directly affect movement and strategy during missions, forcing players to adapt while securing loot and extracting from dangerous zones. Nivalis is a cyberpunk life simulation game set in a dense city built between the ocean and towering skyscrapers. Players start with small businesses such as food stalls and gradually expand into bars, restaurants, and nightclubs. Daily activities include managing staff, preparing ingredients, decorating apartments, and interacting with residents across the city. The game also includes personal activities like fishing, traveling by boat, forming relationships, and dealing with criminal gangs and corporate authorities.
Every day in Nivalis, you have to make a choice. You gotta lift people up, or you gotta step on them. Won't always be a matter of right and wrong, but you gotta choose. That's all. Gone, kid. I'm already gone.
Well, to start, we should get this place open for the day.
You'll need to place tables and chairs for customers. There should be a few in storage. Then you should set today's menu. Click on the monitor at the venue. I can't wait to see what you choose.
Good morning, boss. I didn't think old Thaddeus would ever persuade anyone to take this place on. Considering... no, nothing. It's fine. It's all probably fine.
The heart of Nivalis. It's a magnificent amount of plasteel holding all of it together. The relationship matrix is a visual display of a human or android's emotional response to your words and actions.
There's more to the Nivalis oceans than sentient slime, jump hovers, and ancient godlike AIs that lie dream dark dreams.
You are the regional assistant manager of your own destiny.
Hello, Nixies Pixies! I am once again coming to you from Meridian Market.
Are you gonna ask me about Mold?
Territory alone. You sure you thought this through?
Zoopunk is a 3D action RPG set in a diesel punk world where anthropomorphic animal warriors fight a mechanical legion during the First Torch War. Players control characters such as a rabbit swordsman, a rhinoceros fighter, and a chipmunk mechanic, each with distinct combat abilities. Gameplay uses fast hack-and-slash combat with combos, air juggling, and character skills. Missions support cooperative play where teams battle machine enemies and complete objectives while progressing through the conflict.
You really fixing to gamble with it?
1 for 5. It's worth a shot.
Ain't you worried something might go wrong?
Wrong? I'm counting on it. It's mine now. Finish him. Give it back!
Walked right in himself, huh?
It's all yours now, boss.
Good work. Now with this, even the Machine Legion doesn't stand a chance against me.
What?
Huh?
Come to Papa!
Right on time!
to you this time, Ray.
If Tron hadn't planned ahead and sent us as backup, you'd be done for.
Mission done? Let me take a look. All accounted for. What's next?
It's time to save Torch City.
SOL Shogunate is an action RPG set in a future solar system where samurai clans control territories across the moon. Players control Yuzuki, a ronin seeking revenge after the destruction of her family. Combat revolves around sword fighting supported by technology such as jetpacks, grapple cables, and gravity-based movement. Characters can enhance weapons with elemental effects and use gene splices to unlock new abilities while battling enemies and large bosses across lunar cities and industrial zones.
私を打ち砕こうとした意志は決意の刃を研ぎ澄ませたに過ぎない。因縁の大事が叶う時、この空が赤く染まろう。無残なに叫んで汚れた膝を抱えてる。それでもそんな今日は手にしたくないから。行かなきゃやらなきゃしわくちゃの顔のままで生きるよ。あなたがいないこんな世界を愛せるようにくだらない。
Replaced is a 2.5D action platformer set in an alternate 1980s America. After a nuclear catastrophe, players control Reach, an artificial intelligence placed inside a human body while investigating the activities of Phoenix Corporation in a corrupt city. Gameplay combines platforming movements such as running and climbing, with close combat and ranged attacks against enemies. Progress involves moving through districts and industrial areas while uncovering information about the corporation and the origin of the protagonist.
Tear it open!
Last Sentinel is an open-world action game set in a dystopian version of Tokyo rebuilt with advanced technology. Players control Hiromi Shota, an elite operative navigating dense city districts and surrounding areas, while investigating events tied to the city's unstable future. Gameplay combines driving, combat, and mission-based objectives while moving through detailed streets and urban locations. The story unfolds through interactions, investigations, and confrontations with groups connected to the wider conflict.
I'm scared, Mommy. Please.
Hush now. It's going to be okay. The demon is here.
It's the demon. It's the demon.
Follow me.
We had several reasons we decided.
Terminator Survivors is an open-world action RPG set after Judgment Day, when most of humanity has been destroyed by Skynet. Players control a survivor who leaves a shelter to gather resources, fight machines, and support the formation of a resistance. Gameplay includes combat against robotic enemies, stealth approaches, and scavenging across ruined locations. Players also develop a home base used to organize survivors, build equipment, and prepare for encounters with advanced machines, including the T-800.
Perfect fit in terms of environment to set a survival game. Finally, even if already seen a couple times in the films, this period has only been partially explored. So being able to flesh this period out and showcase the life of survivors during this time, there's no greater honor as fans.
The story of the game, like the story of the movies, takes place in the USA. From an artistic and narrative point of view, the world building was extremely curated. Our goal was to be as realistic and coherent as possible in describing a world that carries the signs of the conflict narrated in James Cameron's saga. Every character, every location has something to tell, and this happens on multiple levels, considering the periods before the war, during the war, and after the war. The main inspiration definitely comes from James Cameron's movies, that we dissected in each and every part in order to fully capture their atmosphere. In particular, from the first movie, we extracted the tense and suspenseful atmosphere, the sensation of being hunted down, and facing an absolutely invincible enemy. Then, we've done extensive studies on its color palette, its photography, and direction. From the second movie, we mostly focused on its dynamic aspects, its action scenes and its pacing, also paying attention to the choice and variety of locations. Clearly, other sources of inspiration come from the magical decade between the 80s and 90s, where the field of sci-fi and action movies offered masterpieces, from which we recall a bit of the vibe and atmosphere in our game.
There will be various human factions that you'll need to interact with, each of them with their own vision of the world, individual objectives, and also different beliefs about Skynet and what's happening behind the scenes. Combat is realistic and hardcore, which means that if your approach isn't calculated and tactical, you can die very easily. You're the underdog, meaning confrontations and fights need to be dealt with in different ways. You can approach them stealthily or maybe commit to a frontal assault. The decision will depend on how many resources you have, as resources are very scarce. As you struggle to survive in this harsh world, low visibility, a lack of resources, with the threat of radiation, and more, the Terminator is the worst possible enemy to have in a situation like this. When you come across it looking for humans to terminate, your chances of survival are slim. Sooner or later, it will see you. And when this happens, it won't let you go, and your only reasonable option will be to flee.
We recreated many different environments, and we paid a lot of attention to the characterization of each biome. Survivors will cross mountain lands or desert, small cities, outposts, or bigger cities.
We decided to offer early access for this game in order to test the survival mechanics with a larger player base. This way, we can take on players' feedback, optimizing and improving the game experience. We also believe that early access is the best way to get the community involved to create a balance that really feels like you're fighting for survival.
Rules of Engagement: The Gray State is a tactical RPG shooter where players act as Striders, elite operatives sent into the dangerous Gray State to recover valuable artifacts. Missions involve entering hostile zones while facing rival squads and aggressive creatures guarding the area. Players customize their equipment and abilities to create different combat builds. Each operation requires careful movement, combat decisions, and extraction with recovered items in order to earn payment and upgrade gear.